Hello everyone, welcome back to the Glide script. What if a single IT change could bring your entire business to a halt? Imagine updating a production server without proper planning. Sounds risky, right? Yet every organization must introduce changes to grow and stay secure. So how do companies make critical changes without breaking their services? The answer is the change management lifecycle. In ServiceNow, every change follows a structured journey from request to approval, implementation, and finally review, ensuring minimal risk and maximum stability. In this video, you will learn the complete change lifecycle step by step, understand how it actually works in the real organization, and see its practical execution inside ServiceNow PDI. If you are new to this channel, please like and subscribe and watch previous videos. I will give the link in the description. Let's get started. Let's say I have built something for my customer and now customer is facing an issue on the build part. Then obviously they will raise an incident. If any issue occurred in the production instance, I'm not talking about dev and test, end user has to raise an incident. So development team will work on that issue. It might occur because testing team has not tested development properly and moved the changes to production. And now everything is broken. This is the first scenario. In second scenario, developer has developed something and so date development will go live. So changes has to move from development to production instance. Third scenario, you have moved changes to the production and it is broken and it is affecting everyone or entire region, you can say. So if you combine all these things, is nothing but the changes is being performed in any of the lower environment like dev, test, etc. And that changes has to move from a certain process to production. We call it as change. An entire life cycle is called as change management. So there are three types of change: normal, standard, and an emergency. If you understand these three changes, it will be very helpful to understand while creating the change. I will explain you these three types of changes with the help of this table. For the normal change, priority is very high, and in this there will be two level of approval. First on group and second cab approval. In a standard change, priority will be low and risk also will be low, so no approval required. It follows a standard change calendar. In emergency, priority is critical and so there will be only one level of approval. First level of approval will be skipped. There is no assignment group approval. Directly there will be a cab team will approve this. And in standard, it follows the standard template. So let's create the change. Go to the filter navigator, type change, click on all. You can create directly by the clicking new button as well. And you will have to choose it what type of change you are going to create: emergency, normal. The standard follows the template. I will show you, but I will not create change from here. I will create from the incident. Let's say caller is able tutor. Short description: catalog is not working. Catalog ABC not. I'm going to create emergency change first. So for the emergency, impact will be 1, urgency will be 1, so critical will be 1. Save this. And this incident will be assigned to the development team under which this catalog has been created. Now let's say you are a developer and you have to work on it and fix it as soon as possible. Now right click on the header and then create emergency change. Click on this. Now you can see, similar to the problem life cycle we saw, there was a 6 phases. Here how many we have phases? New, assess, authorize, scheduled, implement, review, closed, and cancelled. Now fill all these details about what is your plan. Fill all the detail: justification, what is the implementation plan, what is the risk and impact analysis, backout plan, and test plan, everything. In justification, I will write catalog has some minor issue. In implementation plan, I have already written it. I will write it. In risk and impact analysis, I will write this. These are my backout plan. These are my test plan. Now click on request approval. In case of emergency case, change assess phase will be skipped. It will directly move to the authorize phase as we already discussed, because in emergency change there will be only one level of approval. So click request approval. There will be one field become mandatory, that will be assignment group, and in this assignment group we'll have to select the cab approval and then click on request approval. See, change is waiting for approval and it is state is in authorized directly. It moved from new to authorized and it skipped SS phase. Scroll down and you can see there are 6 approvers, there are 6 members, and who they are, these are the members are here in the approval. Come here and click and approve it. So now the state is in the scheduled. You can see here after the approval in the schedule section. And what is the plan start date? Select time and plan end date. Okay, save. Now click on the implement. So state is in implement state phase. You can see here. Scroll down. You can see here in the change task, there are 2 tasks created automatically, and this one task will be for the developer implement task and one is for the testing team. So for example, you are a developer and you have done the development. What you will do, you will close the task. Give successful close note, character log has been developed, and then close the task. Come here, give the closure information successful, close this task. If both tasks are closed, you can see the state is moved from the implement to review. And you can see all the tasks are closed. Once the review will be done, you can close the task. So just click on the close and close the information. You will have to provide successful changes has been moved and then close it. So it is already closed. So in case of change, there is no concept of 7 days. So you can also implement once the change is closed, you can close the incident as well. I'll create again new incident for the normal change. Okay, save this. So it is high priority. Save this, right click and then create, this time normal change. So in normal change, everything will be same, but there will be 2 level of approval. Save this. Click on the request approval. Assignment group is hardware. So see, now this is in the SS phase. Change is waiting for approval. Who are the approvers? See, 7 members are the approver. Approve it first. Now it is the authorized phase. Change is waiting for approval. So this time the approval will be the cab. How many approvers we have? Just filter out. No longer required. Filter out. Just approve it again. Now it's in the schedule phase. Now click on implement. It is in the implement and there are 2 tasks has been created. One for the testing, one for the implementation. Successful. Close the task. Now the post implementation testing. Closure successful. Close the task. Both tasks are closed, then it is in the review phase. See, both tasks are closed. Automatically it moves to the review state. Then again you can close. Provide the closure information. Successful. Close. The change has been closed. You can close the incident as well. Now I'll show you the standard. So this is the standard template. Everything is auto-populated because you defined the template. The planning, justification, implementation. There will be no any approval. So it will directly move to the schedule phase. Click on schedule. Click on the implement. Similarly, there are 2 tasks. I will close it. It is moved in the review phase and close the change request. So I can say I will give you the idea about what is the normal change. So for example, in the normal change, for example, developer has developed something activity and moved to the production, and that is broken for a particular user and they have raised an incident, then developer has to develop the activity. So normal change are high priority as we see already. So it has to pass through approvals and there will be 2 level of approvals that will be triggered in case of normal change. First level of approval will be your own group, means assignment group. It means the one your team is working. Someone will be there who will peer review your changes, and peer review means, let's say you developed something and you are asking someone to review your changes. That is called peer review. Second level of approval will be your CAB, change advisory board. There will be a cabinet meeting. In this meeting, CAB team members will be sitting together and you have to tell about your update set. Once the change advisory board will approve it, then only it will move to the next step, that is, it will be deployed. In a standard change, these are those changes like you have developed something and you have to move it, so it is low priority and risky, and it will never go for approval because it moves through a dedicated calendar we call as a change calendar. In emergency changes, emergency means it has to fix as soon as possible, so it is critical priority. It also need approval. It needs only one level of approval, that is CAB team will approve it. So in emergency change, group approval will be skipped. So once we click on request approval, it skipped assess stage and go to the authorized state directly. We saw it already in the PDI. So that's the complete change management lifecycle in ServiceNow. Now you understand how organizations introduce changes in control, low risk and structured way from raising a request to final review and closure. If you found this tutorial valuable, make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel and share it with others who want to grow in ServiceNow. See you in the next video. Thank you.